everyone, and welcome to my corner of the world here in Johannesburg. I hope you are all doing well. Today I'm going to chat about those perfumes in my collection that I'm pretty sure I'm not going to repurchase once it runs out. I do love these perfumes, you guys. I do love them. It's just I do not love them enough. I love them enough to finish them. I don't love them enough to repurchase them. There is one though that I think I will declutter, and I will talk about that one as well. So of course these might be some of your favorite perfumes. It might be, you know, someone's signature scent, and so I'm not going to trash these perfumes. It's not that they are bad perfumes, it's just it's not my favorites. Like, you know, all of our taste differs. Ooh, can't talk. So before we get started, as always, you know, if things are out of focus, it's because I'm blind, so please forgive me for that. Also, please guys, if you like this kind of content, please do consider to subscribe to my channel. Those of you who have subscribed, welcome back. I am so glad that you are here and that you are watching this video. I really appreciate your support so much. Please also don't forget to like this video if you like it, of course. And yeah, now let's get into this video and grab yourself something nice to drink or eat, and let's get into it. So the first one today is a much talked about bottle. Let me just open this lid completely. Okay. A much talked about bottle, a very interesting bottle, and that is Marc Jacobs Decadence. I believe this perfume has been discontinued, but I think you can still get it. I got this one last year May when I started off my fragrance journey. So this one I will not repurchase, but I will definitely keep it until the end. This is let me just read the notes to you. It's in the top there is plum, saffron and iris. In the mid there's orris, jasmine, sambac and Bulgarian rose. And in the bottom there's, or in the base at least, we talk right, is vetiver, papyrus, liquid amber. So this one, you guys, is not a bad one. It's one of my sister's favorites actually, so sorry for not wanting to repurchase this one. This one is a very green but sweet. I find it quite sweet. Yeah, it's sweet but in a green way. It smells like, to my nose, it smells like cream soda, or you know, those that pink tonic water that has cucumber in it that you drink with gin. It smells like that to me. It's quite for me, it's a warm, comforting kind of scent. I don't know why my eye is bothering me today. Anyway, yeah, it's a warm, comforting scent. It is really nice. And I must tell you, when I had COVID last year, the first time I had COVID in June, and I lost my smell, this was the one I was reaching for to try and smell it. I was craving this scent. It's really nice. It's really bright. Some people say it's masculine. To me, it's not masculine at all. So I do like it. It's just not a head over heels love. And since I do have a fairly large collection, you know, I'm not going to repurchase something that I'm not head over heels with. Alright, so that is Marc Jacobs Decadence. Next up is this one, Jimmy Choo Fever. This is also a very nice scent, you guys. I actually had this before I started my fragrance, my fragrance obsession, if I can put it like that. I bought it in 2020 during when lockdown actually started. So this is an amber vanilla fragrance. It also has plum in it, just like Decadence. I'm actually starting to think that perhaps I'm not so fond of plum. It's not a deal breaker for me, it seems like. This is still just a hypothesis. Doesn't seem like it's a deal breaker, but it's not going to blow me away. So if I can read you the notes, in the top there's plum, lychee and grapefruit. In the mid there's heliotrope, vanilla and orchid, jasmine and orange blossom. And in the base there's tonka bean, vanilla, benzoin, coffee, hazelnut and sandalwood. Doesn't that just sound like a party in a bottle? It sounds so warm and inviting. And it's such a, it says to me party time. It's warm, you can smell the coffee, you can smell the caramel, you smell the hazelnut. To me it almost smell like, and I wonder if I've never heard this before, so I would really love to hear if you also had this experience. It smells like a bubble bath I had once. I can't remember what it was, but it just reminds me of that. It's not a typical bubble bath scent, but it does remind me of that. So it gives me this bubbly feeling. It's a very nice scent. It falls in the same range, I would say, like as Black Opium with that coffee. But I would rather have Black Opium, to be honest, than this one. If I have to rate them, this one would come definitely after Black Opium. So this is Jimmy Choo Fever. I will love it while it's here, but I won't miss it when it's gone. Next up is also a fragrance that will be discontinued. And it's also one that I bought before I actually started my fragrance journey. And it is this one. I almost never hear someone talk about it. It is Armani's In Love With You. My husband actually has the Stronger With You, and the bottle feels the same. Doesn't feel so interesting to me, I must be honest. So this, as in the top, there's raspberry, blackcurrant and sour cherry. In the mid, there's rose, jasmine and wormwood. And in the base, there's patchouli. What on earth is wormwood? It just doesn't sound palatable. I'm sorry. This one, to me, is a thin smell. It almost, to me, borders on musky. I'm very sorry to say this, but I don't do musk. I can handle it if it's really blended in well, but if it is the star of the show, I just cannot. I'm sorry, I just cannot. But this one, it's not the star of the show, and there's no musk listed in here. It's the sweet raspberry. You definitely get the raspberry. It's really a pleasant, non-offensive. I don't think you will offend anyone with this scent, but it's just it's just meh. It's not blowing my socks off. I'm sorry. So this one has to go. Oh, not has to go. I'm very sorry. This one will not make a reappearance, at least. So yeah. And then I have, let me see, 2 more before I get to the one that is on the chopping block. So this one, I should really get a better organizational system going here. This one is actually one that my husband really likes. This is, let me just feel where's the writing. This is Dolce & Gabbana's Shine. It's in the Dolce's line, and if you've watched any of my previous videos, you know that I really love Garden, which is a coconutty scent. Now, this one is not bad. And if you know what this smells like, you will think I'm not right. But when I smelled this, I thought something in this reminds me of Olympia by Rabanne. And of course, now that I know both of them so well, I'm like, what was I thinking? But there is something in here. And when I actually read the notes, I was like, oh, it's the salt. That is what it is, because it has sea salt in it. Let me actually also read you these notes. So in the top, there's mango, grapefruit, quince. In the mid, there's tuberose, jasmine, orange blossom, ozonic and solar notes, and sea salt. And in the base, there's white musk, white woods, and Australian sandalwood. So this to me is just sunshine in a bottle. You know, you can smell the fruits, the mango, the grapefruit. It smells like, if you could eat this perfume, it would have been very sticky. That is the only way how I can describe it. It smells yellow. It smells yellow. It smells sunshiny. It's not a gourmand. Doesn't smell edible, but it feels to me, if I could lick it, it would have been, if this was something to eat, it would have been a sticky, you know, grapefruit or mango that has spilled onto something, you know, and become all sticky and gooey. That is what this smells like to me. I wonder what you guys think. I would love to know what you think. But yeah, I won't repurchase this. This is a 30 ml. I will also work through it quite quickly, I think. Next one is Givenchy's Lip Irresistible Delicieuse. I don't know what this bottle looked like, but I must tell you, I love the way it feels. It feels so, yeah, it feels like a pyramid, in a way. And it has this, I don't know if you can see this, but two of the sides has this textured feel to it, and then this is just smooth. Very, very nice bottle. I also had the original Lip Irresistible, but I decluttered that one. I gave it to my mom. So this one, let me read to you the notes. In the top, it's French pastries and cherry. In the mid, there's rose and orange blossom. And in the base, there's caramel, bitter almond, vanilla, and orris root. So this one reminds me a lot of Girl of Now by Elisab. But there's a brightness to it that Girl of Now doesn't have. So if you haven't watched my channel, if you don't know Girl of Now, that is a pistachio, ice cream, pistachio, almond scent. Very sweet, syrupy. This one to me is also very, very sweet. Also have those like they say, there's French pastries and caramel and almond, also those almondy notes, but the rose also comes through here. You can definitely smell the rose and the orange blossom. Yeah, it comes through more than with Girl of Now. So I like this a lot. It's a very, very nice scent, but there's a sharpness to it. I don't know if it's the rose, but there's this sharpness that I just won't miss when it's gone. So once again, I will definitely use and like, and so yeah, not love it, but like it. But for now, I'm not going to repurchase it. And then last up, and it's a beloved fragrance. But before I talk about that, I just want to show you this candle. You must have seen it. Isn't this just so nice? And it's got a wood wick, so I don't know if you can hear it. It sounds like a fireplace in a glass. I think it's so cool. And it smells like a chai latte. I've also featured this on my Instagram, where you, by the way, you can also follow me there. I will put my handle in the description box. Okay, so last up is a flanker of one of my favorite perfumes, and that is this beauty, La Vie est Belle Eclat or Eclat. I've heard both pronunciations. So this one, many people don't love La Vie est Belle, but they love the Eclat version. I'm going to read the top notes, not the top notes, all the notes to you. It's in the top, there's mandarin, orange, bergamot and freesia. In the mid, there's orange blossom, white flowers, iris and jasmine sambac. And in the base, there's vanilla, sandalwood and patchouli. If you open this bottle, it is the most divine scent. It is this orange blossom, vanilla, but mostly orange blossom, bright scent. I'm going to spray it in the cap. I don't want it on me today. Oops. And inevitably it did land on my hand. Yeah, it is so nice. And I smelled it out of the bottle when I got it. I blind bought it. And I asked my husband, I said to him, smell how nice this smells. And he was like, oh yes, that smells nice. But the moment I put it on my skin, it just becomes such a sticky, cloying mess. It's really not nice. I'm trying it out this month. So far it's not working out, but I will try it again perhaps in fall time when it's a bit colder, and perhaps then it will work out. I'm so nervous about decluttering this one that I'm falling over my words. Yeah, it is such a shame. It is such a shame. It's so bright and orangey and white flowers and vanillic. I cannot imagine anyone smelling this out of the bottle and saying, oh, that is a very bad smell. It is really nice, but I wonder if it's the freesia that perhaps bothers me. I mean, I've got other perfumes with freesia where it doesn't bother me, but there's also a sharpness to this, like with the delicieuse, that I just can't get on board with. So yeah, this might be on the chopping block. I will keep you guys posted on what happens. So that is it, guys. Let me just, don't know what this looks like, but let me just give you a quick overview. There you go. It's my Decadence. That's a very nice, warm, by the fireplace when it's raining kind of scent, but smells a bit like cream soda. My La Vie est Belle, that is on the chopping block. My Armani, In Love with You, that's a bit thin. This one, this is a bit sharp, the Givenchy Delicious. The Jimmy Choo Fever, that is very, very nice, but but sort of have vibe the same as Black Opium, and I prefer that one. And then the very yellow, bright, sunshiny, grapefruity, mango, sticky Dolce & Gabbana Shine, which is very nice, but I don't think, no, I know I won't repurchase this one. So that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't, and if you like this kind of content. Hope to see you in the next one. Goodbye.